And we're live, 1:25 in the morning. Thanks for making Locked On UConn your first listen every day. We are here watching this game. I'm more muted than I normally would be because my daughter is sleeping behind us. And I'm trying to be as calm as possible as UConn is facing 0-3 directly in the face, down 41-34 at half. Special Locked On Live, Thanksgiving edition. You're Locked On UConn.
You are Locked On UConn, your daily podcast on the UConn Huskies, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
What's up, y'all? Just an absolute not a fun time right now. It's 1:26 in the morning. I just wouldn't want to be in our locker room right now because I don't think Dan Hurley is very pleased. I hope so, Jacob. I don't know. At this point, I think their confidence is really shattered. There's a lot of promise coming to this season. And I think, a myriad of things. I promised myself I wasn't going to talk about the fouls, so we're not going to do that. But that has to be a big part of what we're talking about here. I definitely think there were some good defensive glimpses, as you said. Sampson hasn't fouled out, which is a good thing, but there's still a whole other half to go. Doug, you were first. Let's bring you in here. We're gonna do this thing live. What you got, Doug?
Good morning. How you doing?
Happy Thanksgiving.
Even took a nap so I could watch tonight. So got to see what's going on. A few things I've noticed. One, it looks like Hurley's just trying to throw everything out there to see, what's going on. Mahaney's got a ton of time tonight. I was kind of surprised about that. He didn't start, but he definitely has gotten quite a few minutes tonight so far.
What do you think about him?
I think he's just I think he's undersized. I think he's just, when you get to the Big East from the West Coast and you should just see the size difference. I think he's a little overmatched for the way he plays right now. I mean,
forget about the Big East right now. I mean, he's played in the games that we played. We played what? We played a team from first team Memphis was the AAC, and then we played Colorado in the Big 12, and now we're playing a team from the A10. And in every single game, he's been kind of pushed around.
Yeah, I think he's your
Haas has too. I love Haas, but
I agree. I think Mahaney's going to be a mid-bench guy. I don't think he's going to be the first one off the bench. I think he's going to be a little bit lower for guys who may get into some foul trouble. It's just amazing to me, though, since the first game this year, the amount of shots that just rim out. I mean, even the ones tonight, they're just trying to get some tap-ins, and they can't even get a tap-in. Three tries in a row. It's frustrating, I'm sure, for them, and it's frustrating for us here sitting at home, just like, get a tap in at least. The other thing that I've noticed tonight that I think is extremely telling is, I don't know if you noticed this, they are going to Terrace down low, excuse me, it's too early in the morning, a lot tonight. They're feeding him a lot, and I think
I want to see it more.
I think that, I mean, they're easy baskets. They're trying to just get him down to him. So I don't know. Caravan's looking great tonight. McNeely's a little off, it looks like. I don't know. It's just, I
think Liam's hurt. Jacob is putting that in the post here, and I think he's been clutching at that hip pointer that he's had, and I was worried about that today in my recording this morning. And honestly, it shows the lack of confidence that Dan has on the rest of his bench. As deep as this team was supposed to be, the fact that he's playing Liam McNeely in a 7th place game in Maui to get a win on the board and play him in really kind of big minutes when he's probably not 100%. I don't blame him, and I think Liam's a dog, and I think he doesn't care. Like, if he wants to play, obviously, and he doesn't want to sit this out. But if we have the team that I think everyone thought we had, he doesn't play tonight. You know what I mean?
Just two other quick things. I'll
Go
let
ahead, man.
somebody else come. So
We're on. Listen, Doug,
yeah,
we're on. I'm staying on, and the only way I'm ending the stream is I have a 3-month-old daughter sitting behind me in a bassinet, and if she starts crying or she needs to be fed, then we'll end the stream and just watch the game.
yeah,
But I'm gonna try to stay on as long as possible, and hopefully to the end of the game.
yeah. There was something else I was trying to remember. Can't remember if it was McNeely or not. I don't know. It just looks like. Oh, I know what it was. I've noticed also checking that Hurley definitely is taking a little bit of a step back. He's much more giving props to the guys tonight. He ran out of the court, giving some
Yep.
slaps on the hand. He's giving the thumbs up to guys who maybe didn't finish the shot. But he's giving them the thumbs up to say, hey, you did the right thing there. So I think he's definitely taking a step back tonight. Maybe he had a little, sort of. I don't know. I don't care about that part. But I just do notice that he has a little bit of a change. And the last thing I have for now, and maybe I'll come back on later. I now know why they're 0-2 in Maui, guaranteed. He's not wearing his lucky suit. That's it. He's in a polo shirt, not his suit and tie. Superstition rules the day with Dan Hurley. You know that. So
100%. I'm with them. I'm trying to do something different. I wore my silly trophy husband shirt because obviously that's not the case. And versus wearing a UConn garb tonight, just to kind of change up the mojo. So I'm with Dan all the way. So we'll see what happens. All right, Doug, I'm gonna get Tyler in here. Come visit us again here as long as we stay on. Appreciate you jumping in. All right, let's get Tyler in here. Let's remove Tyler. What's up, brother?
What's going on, dude?
What you got?
We're real sickos to be up this late doing.
Cheers.
This.
What you drinking?
What do you got? Whiskey there? I poured myself a little red wine.
This is a Casamigos tequila.
Oh, nice.
So
yeah, I don't know. Game's not over yet, but yeah, it seems like they just can't get stops. It did seem like they came out with a little bit more energy and intention with going through their sets on offense, which I thought was a little bit encouraging. But, the difference, like, I know everyone doesn't like talking about like the previous years, but we have the previous years. They offer a framework of what we can expect and what kind of roles we think players are going to play.
Sure.
Like the truth is, like with Hurley's offense, like the sophistication of it just creates so many easy shots, not just at the 3-point line, right? We used to get so many just like backdoor cuts and rolls and just open things in the lane and layups, and like I'm just not seeing that, and we're settling for a lot of threes. Which we have a good 3-point shooting team, so I'm okay shooting a higher volume of threes. But then there's other possessions where we're just taking really tough shots, it seems. And then on the defensive end, yeah, I don't know what. Like, I see some good rotations, and like this is not like a complaint about the whistle, but like just generally, I just hate the way college is ref. Like that one play where I thought Stewart moved his feet so well, and the guy jumped into him, and it's like. That should just be like a no call. Just let it go. And it's just like so discouraging because I thought he defended that. So I think it was Stewart. And the other thing I can't really figure out, I think it's just because, it's back to back to back games. You can't practice. You can't really change anything. So I think Hurley just kind of, and doesn't want to ruin confidence. But yeah, like the previous, I think it was Doug. Previously what he said, I'm surprised to see Mahaney getting so many minutes. I'm surprised to see Sampson starting. Like I thought he would, yeah, I don't know. Like he always talks about like having these big wings. Why aren't we seeing Ross out there? Like I know you've talked about it. Like Liam at the 2, Ross at the 3, Caravan.
I think he's seeing. I think what we're seeing is a little bit more of Liam in the facilitator mode. He had like 3 or 4 assists in the first half. He's coming off of picks like Cam did last year to kind of, because as much as we don't want to talk about, just to your point, like about the teams of the past, he's mirroring what he wants from the teams from the past. Like Dan Hurley's not. He's a simple dude. He knows how to coach, and he wants to replicate exactly what just happened, right?
Right.
And so if he can replicate Liam McNeely as Cam Spencer, even though he's not truly a shooting guard, he doesn't give a shit. Like, he wants that to happen, right? So I think that's what I honestly think that's what he's trying to do. And then you obviously, AK got it going today. I mean, Alex was 4 or 5 from 3.
His jumper is non.
Crazy thing is, the stat is they're 6 of 6 to end the half. I mean, the crazy thing is we're the only team in this entire tournament that hasn't really shot the cover off the ball.
No.
It just seems like that. I mean, every game there's a huge, and I don't think the whistle has been bad tonight. I think the foul disparity has been bad.
Hasn't. No.
But it's been kind of fair. I would agree with that. But we're still getting killed on the free throw line, and then they're shooting a crazy amount. And I don't know, man. It's just it's a tough one.
Tonight I'm just a little bit shocked by the minute distribution. I feel like Stewart has been playing so well, and I don't know why he's not getting more minutes. Maybe I got to watch him more defensively, but I always thought he did well.
Someone said something in the chat. Let me show you this. I don't know if you heard any of this, but Jacob said apparently there's something going on with Stewie. So Stewie has minutes restriction, and there was a rumor about it. Not sure if it's true. I haven't heard a damn thing, because he has been one of our best players. So as we start here, we'll see how this goes. So we'll just
like a disciplinary thing.
I don't know. That's why I said there's no details, and I don't know if that's true. That's a good drive by Haas right there.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I have no sources. I'm not connected to anything. I'm impressed with how many sources you have.
You know what, man? It's crazy. As you start doing this stuff, I'm not even saying this to be arrogant in any way. I did not get into this to think I was going to be an insider, quotes, right. And then people just send you stuff because you do have a show. You know what I mean? Cool. I think a lot of people think that and I say this all the time, I'm not connected to UConn in any way. I have no affiliation with UConn. This is just my team. It's been my team since I was 8 years old.
Right.
And they look crisper here. I know that was a bad shot right there, but they definitely look. And he was out of bounds, and they didn't call it, and everyone's freaking out on the bench. But yeah, that's literally what's been going on. All that stuff, Big 12 stuff. I know that didn't come to fruition, but we were first on that because I had a buddy who worked on the story as kind of an editor, and for one of the major publications that put that stuff out there, and that's how that story came to fruition.
Right. Yeah, I remember you talking about that before it broke.
And then, but yeah, honestly, man, the defensive side of the ball, my biggest thing, Tyler, is right now between Haas, between Solo, between Aiden. They get pushed around way too much. I'm not saying Alex gets pushed around because he's, obviously taking to the hole when he needs to, right there. But these guys, this is where I feel let me just go because I'm going to get Dan in here because I need to send him the link. But I'm sorry because it's 1:30 in the morning or whatever it is. But Terrace and Liam, I think, are the two keys to whether or not we actually start to move forward in this whole entire season. That's because if you cannot, that's a lot. That's also part of it too. But if we can get easy buckets like that, whether it's Samson or Terrace, then all of the how these defenses are playing us is they don't respect anybody down low.
Exactly. Yes.
And so without that, it makes us one-dimensional, and that's why we're shooting a bunch of threes. That's why we're not getting to the basket more. So I just hopefully this defense. There we go. Deflection. Yeah. Let's go Solo.
Yeah, I think I'm a little bit ahead of you. I won't get excited.
It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. There we go. Listen, if you get excited, that just makes me pumped up for what I'm about to see.
Right.
You can give us the play-by-play right now. I got to get Dan in here.
Yeah, I like when these guys stay more at home and don't try to make the big play, protect the paint, and then there we go.
There we go. Good steal. You're ahead of me, definitely.
I feel like even just their fast breaks, they've been off. They've missed each other in just simple 2-on-1 fast breaks. When I watch these other teams play, there's no other team. Auburn's playing really well now, but there's no other team in the country where where I watch and I'm just like, oh my god, like last year UConn, like it was like watching them play, I was like they're repeating after watching them, you know, four or five games. There's no team out there that I think is like so much better than the field. So I do think that they, you know, they need to gel. I think they need to get back to the state, you know, the continental states, and there we go. Wow, nice, Diarra.
Dude, Haas like the fourth one Haas has made in this.
Yeah, no, he's been. I mean, he shot better.
Like,
he shot a lot better last year. So, yeah, he started cold, but he's been hot in Maui. We just need momentum. Get these guys pumped. Wow.
7-0 run.
Go.
Okay.
I think this would be Colorado's the worst team they played. I think, like eye test. I was watching. They didn't really have any athletes. That was the worst. That was the worst loss to Memphis, I thought.
I agree. Memphis was a lot better than what I thought, but also, I don't know if you watch any Memphis. Like, I literally watched, because I'm a freaking nerd. I watched as a ton of Memphis to prepare for that game. And look, in another arena, I don't know if they shoot 56% from three.
Right.
And I don't know if they beat us in another arena because it was close. But I also don't think we shoot as well. But I think
a lot of things go differently. I think UConn wins that game, and it just kind of like things just kind of snowball from there. The thing is, like, they lost by 2 points, they lost by 1 point. You know, the outcomes of those games change, and UConn wins. The issues are still the same. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah.
So this is the thing here, man. Like, I know you're ahead of me, but like, I just have such an issue right now with the head of the snake. Right now is Haas and whoever else comes in. Whether I would much rather have Haas as this stabilizing force at times, but I feel like he's forcing some stuff sometimes. And
but that's
just never been his. That's never been his MO.
Well, because I think he's an attacker. Like that's how he knows how to play, is to attack the rim.
There you go, Liam.
Yeah. I think Noel looks really good out there. I think he looks confident. He looks poised. He's seeing the floor. He doesn't look timid like Aiden.
I'm gonna get Dan in here. Stay on.
All right.
What's up, dude?
Hello, gentlemen. How are we?
Good.
Just living our dream on Thanksgiving. How are you?
I'm good. I'm enjoying watching Big Larry screaming on the baseline.
Can you see him?
I've seen Penfield a few times too, behind Dan Hurley's head with that bright yellow hat he's wearing.
That's a fire piece. Happy Thanksgiving, boys.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Happy Thanksgiving to all the listeners out there watching this less than stellar UConn performance thus far. Let's hope we can dig it out here with 15 to go.
No, they call that a foul? Come on, man. That's the shit. I'm not going to say a word.
There's been some more ticky-tack play here, and
just
let these guys go, man. It's not going to stop. That's been the story of this tournament thus far. You watched a couple games today. The Auburn game was pretty clean. There's a couple instances where Bruce Pearl lost his shit. Red-faced Bruce Pearl is one of my favorite human beings in college basketball. And then the Michigan State UNC game was a little ticky-tack as well at times. Both coaches on the other side had complaints.
Give you guys a heads up. I mean, I've met Hubert Davis. Hubert Davis is the nicest human being you'll ever meet in your life, and he got teed up today.
Yep. Izzo almost got teed up in the first half, and then late in that second half, Hubert blew a gasket too. So I don't want to hear it.
So
if anyone else has any complaints, I did a little Twitter thread last night on our foul tallies from the last 5-6 years during the Dan Hurley era. It's just fouling is not indicative of a Dan Hurley team. It's I think it played into Sampson starting again tonight. I think this staff might see this tournament as a one-off. The setting, you only got 2,500 people in this gym. Let's just get home and regroup.
Well, it's hard to make changes when you can't practice.
That too. I don't think that they came into this game thinking anything was going to change. It's the same ref crews. They're not flying 3 new refs in, to Hawaii to ref the final day of games. So I think
is that Luke Wilson? Are we Eli and Peyton on Monday Night Football? Hey, by the way, Luke Wilson, Liam is hurt, brother. So appreciate the fact that this kid is laying it out there and doing that for you, because I don't think he should be playing tonight, but I don't think they have other options at this point. So
yeah, I'm really hoping we get a
Thanksgiving.
second year out of him.
Also,
he was dunking in the layup line.
Stop with all this crap. Like, don't call Hassan Diarra diarrhea. Don't do that, man. Like, are you kidding me? Like, you know what? I'm doing this. When people do stupid crap like this, you know what I have in this? I can put you in a timeout. That's what. If you're gonna act like a child, I'm gonna put you in a timeout. So that's what's happening.
If you're a fan of this team and you took the time out of your day at 1:45 in the morning,
1:30 in the morning,
to watch this game, have a little bit more respect for a two-time champion and the co-leader of this team with Alex Caravan. Piss off.
Thank you. Yeah, piss off. Thank you. And Seth, you're my boy. We've literally had multiple conversations. This team is not an NIT team. This team is young. This team is also, you're on the West Coast, so I know this is only like 10:30 for you. So I know you're probably enjoying this where we're struggling to get through it. But Seth, you're my boy. This team's not an NIT team.
I hope not.
Colorado. Oh, you know what, Seth? I apologize. I was talking about Colorado. Look at you.
Just to keep in mind, I did a little thread on this before the tournament started. This was, of all the MTEs, the multi-team events this past week for Feast Week, this was by far and away the strongest field of any of the MTEs. I think the average Ken Palm rating for the teams coming into the Maui was 26. The next closest was like 38.
Guys, I'm getting another drink.
So, this was a strong field coming in. There's no surprise that these teams are playing each other tough. I think UConn's getting humbled a little bit, and maybe everyone UConn fan wants a three-peat. It's not going to come easy. We lost 4 premium players to the NBA. I think those people that, and myself included, I had high expectations for this team. This is a one-off setting. This is we're playing in Hawaii on a big-time change. Not in front of home fans. They haven't even seen this ref crew before. It's 2,500 people in the gym. It's not going to look like this the rest of the season. UConn's a battle-tested team. We'll see how other teams look in front of sold-out 15,000-person packed arenas. So the settings are going to change very quickly in the next few weeks.
Yeah, it's not like they've lost big either, and every team is losing. Gonzaga lost today.
Yep. No shame in losing these games, man.
Then lost. And Dayton lost by 2 to UNC and then 5 to Iowa State. Like,
did you guys check out that Bama? Did you guys check out that Bama Rutgers game?
I did not. But I said to my dad today, like, who's in town, I was like, you know what? I was like, this season is wide open. So,
I think it's going to be an incredible season of college basketball. It is wide open. There's going to be there's parity, but there's also a lot of just really good teams. Like I don't think there has been as many like just top like. You got like 1 to 15 are just all solid. Like anyone can knock anybody off, I think. Auburn,
I think like the top 30, top 40 teams in the country are really solid. You know what I mean? Like I think it's the deepest college basketball has been, and I think part of that is like the accumulation of there's no more COVID years, but there's a lot of transfer portal situations. Yeah. And then people are doing a little less recruiting in the freshman world, and I think that's something that Dan could have went that route, and he decided not to. Like he decided to really invest and double down on the sophomores. And honestly, guys, like at the end of the year, we're going to find out if this team.
That's the thing.
If it's going to be the thing. This team doesn't miss, dude. Like nobody misses against us.
It might take half or 3/4 of a season for a lot of these teams to figure out who they are, who their 5, 7, 8 guys are going to be before you get to deep into conference play, and then we'll see how the certain teams play when the bright lights are on. I like UConn in that setting. This team's obviously, doesn't have the same horse as it did last year, but they're still everybody on this team is battle tested, and nobody's going to be nervous coming into a big tournament game late in the year. So we'll see.
Oh damn!
Tyler's ahead of me, so ahead of us, I think so.
Yeah. What do you got for score, Tyler?
What's that?
52-45.
What do you got for score right now? Okay.
52-45, just went the timeout.
But he's just like one play. I mean, he's like a play ahead of us every time.
Yeah.
Well, what do we think so far?
Again, this field, man, Dayton this is a strong team. This is not a mid-major team. They just said on the broadcast they've got elite facilities, like good coach. These are not schlubs, but I think I've seen some chatter going around via text and online the last couple nights. Like these teams are shooting red hot against us, which is true, but that's also a byproduct. Our defense looks soft. We are a smaller team defensively than we've been the last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's not that the personnel is not going to change. We just need to get better. We need to figure some stuff out. They need to become a little bit more stout on the defensive end.
We were talking about that before you came on. Hurley's always talked about, all these wings. I'm surprised that he hasn't really gone to that lineup though, with like Solo at the point and running out like Liam Ross and Caravan, or Liam Ross and Stewart. Like they're always playing, just a smaller guard out there.
Yeah, I think the goal.
Honestly, guys, like, and I don't know if this is Luke Wilson or Lyle Wilson or whoever he is. I was thinking, I wrote this down too. I'm going to pick up my phone and I'm going to read what I just said. He just said, Colorado got blown out in 2 or 3 games, but beat us. There's a chance that this team isn't good. I wrote, offense is bad, great outside shooting, but there's not enough getting to the hole. There's a possibility this team isn't who we thought they were.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
coming into the game, UConn had dropped.
You have to have that thought.
Ken Palm. They were 4th in offense, so the offensive efficiency is still there.
But you also have to remember, like the 4 of those games are against under the 300 level Ken Palm teams. So I think that's going to change as time goes on.
Against Memphis, though, who shot the lights out, we shot 47%. I think either 42 or 47% from 3 in that game. Like the efficiency is still there. Still getting open.
Ken Palm is also does the lucky luckiest or unluckiest. I think we're like one of the unluckiest teams
or something. Yeah.
In the 350s, of any team that's being tracked right now. Because I mean, think about it. Like even though these are open shots, like that last one that went in, I mean, how many times do you play good defense and you let like their 4th or 5th guy try to hit open 3 and they miss, and then it starts a fast break. So like that's part of it too. Like there's teams that just get lucky and like guys miss, and that leads to wins. Right now, I mean, UConn is just not. They're not lucky. They're not playing efficient enough. And the bottom line is, I mean, we can have as much perspective as possible as a lot of content creators or UConn Twitter is trying to have. But like, do you see the defense this team is playing against us is because they don't respect anyone going to the hole. They don't respect anybody. They don't respect anybody down low. So everything's got to be created by guard play or it's a great shot by Haas. I know you're ahead of me, Tyler, but like, I need to see more Terrace Reed. I need to see more space eaters. I wouldn't even mind seeing Youssef play a little bit.
Samson, get on the ground. Oh, they just called that foul on Samson. Please tell me they didn't call that foul on Samson.
Yeah, that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God, bro.
You're calling a guy. You're literally calling a guy for hustle.
I have no words. Get Hurley back on this fucking plane.
Yeah, you can tell he's really trying to control himself.
This is a joke.
That is not a foul.
I am getting multiple FaceTimes right now. This is getting crazy. I just wanted to speak on some of the defensive issues. Also, like you said, like the offense for Dayton and these other teams are just not intimidated anymore. Good driving inside, like. Clingan, all you got to do is get blocked and have 1 or 2 shots negated going down the middle against the Donovan Clingan for you to not have to go in there anymore. I think these teams, obviously it has been more foul calls than we'd like to see, but you're coming into these games now against UConn. There's tape on this team now. Teams are not afraid to go inside. Whether there's a favorable whistle for the other team against UConn or not, you're going to drive the ball into the middle and force the issue and make the ref make a call. These teams are getting these calls now, and there's tape on this team. You're just going to keep going in the middle, force the issue because the refs are making the calls. Like this team is game plannable against, and they're not intimidated. So they're playing with confidence.
Yeah, I also feel like you're 100% right on that, Dan. But I also feel like I've talked about this. The target on their backs after losing against Memphis and then back to back against Colorado.
Yeah,
it's getting bigger.
Blood in the water.
It's getting like the target ball that you see if you actual target. Like all of them have that on their backs. Like,
yep.
You just can't.
And a lot of these guys are playing in their roles.
It's their Super Bowl
for the first time. Well, you get Terrace Reed, who's new in town. You know, he's been efficient as hell, but you know that guy's he's not coming in and gonna be the team leader right away. Solo Ball's in the starting role now. Liam's a freshman. Aiden Mahaney's new in town. These are all very new faces in new roles. Like it's 5-point game.
Drink that wine, Tyler.
Yeah, that's not. I hate. There's got to be some contact allowed.
That's a 4 point. That's a 5-point swing.
Awful.
And he also forced the contact into him.
Yeah,
even to me, if you watch any basketball like outside of college, when you watch college, it's like watching a different sport.
It really is.
It just truly is.
The NBA, that's the one thing the NBA does right. They actually let them play.
And here's the thing. Like, I know that there's a lot of flopping in the NBA. I know there's a lot of BS that gets called in the NBA too, but they've kind of tried to get away from that because they do have these challenges now that are pretty successful when refs get tricked and then they go to the monitor, they actually correct it. It's actually kind of incredible. So I'd love to see that instituted in college basketball, but I'd also love to see, actual officiating that is better because it's brutal.
Change the definition of what a foul is. Like, I feel like if you drive into the paint, there should be a certain level of contact that's expected. You're driving in there full speed, throwing your body in there. Like, so often the guy who's going to the hoop initiates the contact, and like the defenders are just like, what can they do? And that's what that one felt like.
Well, it's exasperated. I'm a little hammered before Thanksgiving. I don't even know if I said that right, but it's made worse by the fact that Liam makes a great pass and Solo misses a layup at the hoop, and then he gets a foul and one at the other side. So it's like, good Lord, man! Like, it's just, it doesn't end. Right now, I feel like this team right now is snake bitten because on top of the fact that the teams are shooting incredibly high percentage, like you just can't can't beat a team if they're shooting. Let's see what let's see what the box score is right now.
Yeah,
I think I can pull it up on my phone. So they're down 5. I guarantee they're shooting over 50%. Maybe I'm wrong. They're shooting 45% from 3. They are. I know this isn't going to be a stat that Dan Hurley's excited about. They're out rebounding UConn 28-18. That sucks.
Free throws 17-6.
17-6. I mean, what's the percentage? It's 5 points ahead right now, and they've only
scored them at the line. 11 points. 11 points at the line.
Yeah.
UConn's not turning the ball over though. That's the one thing they've been good about turnovers. I feel like in Hawaii.
Yeah, I mean, dude, if they were turning the ball over, we'd be in trouble.
Yeah, it'd be a mess.
All right, Tim, join the party. What's up, brother?
What's up?
Timmy Coop. Hey, for all the listeners out here, this is one of the best high school basketball coaches in Connecticut. Rockville High School. He's a program builder, folks. Timothy Cooper calling in from the man cave at home. Yeah. I know he's got about 6 TVs set up watching all the games tonight.
I do. And so I totally understand when Dan Hurley's about to kill a referee. I totally understand where he's coming from because I've been in that position.
Coop, what are you seeing from a coaching perspective out here tonight? What do you see?
Yeah, give it to us.
We just don't have the dudes we had last year. Like we don't have Steph Castle, we don't have Donovan Clingan.
The horses ain't the same in the stable, that's for sure.
I think this team has potential to turn into a good team. Yeah. I think it's going to take a lot of time, though, and I think this coaching staff has their work cut out for them.
Yeah.
What would you do?
I also
you're a coach.
I also think our expectations going into this year were way too high.
Oh yeah, insane.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, listen, when you're coming off back-to-backs and seeing the progression that they've made with
lights
certain
out from three against us every night.
But Coop, hear me out here. I think that's yes, like these guys are hot. They have to make the shots they're taking, but that's also a byproduct of some of the deficiencies that this team is showing.
Did you just see the shot the guy made?
So Tyler's ahead of us by like 5 seconds.
Fadeaway three from the corner with a hand in his face.
Yeah. You're shooting 50% on this side. That's going up. Is it in, Tyler?
No.
Oh, thank
I've
God.
Got 58,
he said
51.
No.
If I can't, I'll call it after. But if I can't watch the game and go crazy, then I need to shut this off right now, and I'll call it after.
No, dude, you're good. You honestly, dude, there's no restrictions here. I'm literally doing. I'm doing 0 ads.
We're in the twilight zone.
It's almost 2:00 in the morning right now. It's Thanksgiving.
I mean, Samson Johnson dives for a ball on the floor. He does everything you want him to do, and they call foul.
Yeah, that was bullshit.
That's the thing.
Okay, Tim, hold on, dude. Time out. This is what I want to ask you. How do you even coach that? When you know that your players are doing what you want them to do, and they still get called fouls on them. How do you get them back from that? Because I made a joke. I said, because my buddy Chris Smith, who's married to my cousin, everyone knows him. He's the patron saint of UConn swag. He made a comment about how this team's confidence has cratered. And I said, this team reminds me of me, and more so when I was younger. I'm a decent golfer, but bottom line is I only score when I hit second shots because I bomb drives. So I'll hit a huge drive, and everyone knows in my group as we're driving up to the drive that I hit further than everybody that I'm going to bogey the hole. So that confidence level that I know that I'm not going to fucking make a birdie or a par because I'm just not good at what I do right now, even though I'm capable of it. How do you take that away from this team? This team is capable of playing better. What do you do to kind of transform it into turning it into a team that makes sense?
I think Hurley's going to lose a gasket. He's starting to lose it again.
Yeah, he's
another just horrible. That's not a foul. You just go back to your principles. You just go back to what they have in their facility every day, and you go back to what you do every day. And
tough to do in Maui, but yeah, if this
they're gonna go home, and you just go back to the facility, and you just go back to your core principles, and just practice hard. And you kind of it's tough to throw away. You literally
Jesus Christ
throw away the film. Just throw it away. Some coaches would say, yeah, we can learn from it. I'd throw it away. I'd be like, I'm done with it.
I think it's tough in a tournament setting, especially when you're so far from home. You're playing 3 days in a row. There's not a whole lot of time. Even if you just had one off day in between games when you're playing crap, to just go walk on the beach. You're playing less than 24. You're playing 24 hours later. It's tough to have a short memory like a goldfish and just not remember what happened yesterday. Samson, yes, he's reaching too much in certain instances, but he's playing his butt off. He's trying it. He's doing everything he can. I think Hurley realizes in a 3-game and 3 day setting, you just got to let your guys keep going at it. Don't get on them too bad. They know that this is not normal. He's diving on the floor. He's making plays. He's dunking the ball. He's blocking shots. If he dives on this floor,
Tim, I think Nathan is you. This is you right here, Tim. Look at the screen. Grab a damn rebound.
I am so fucking mad right now.
I'm with you.
I also going to what Meehan just said, on an island, let's not forget, the past 2 years, this situation helped UConn. 2 years ago at PK80, I think they found out who they were.
Right.
And then last year they just dominated New York, and last year's a fucking outlier. Like
They're
last year's
the
team is going to go down as one of the best
best team
college
I've ever
basketball
seen.
teams ever.
Yeah.
They were a machine.
Even 22-23 though, like this is why I continuously say that Andre Jackson's one of the most important pieces we've ever had at UConn. He was the bridge from that last era, like the final, get the American bad taste out of our mouth. Now get into Hurley's era, and Andre kind of was the bridge from that last era and few years of all these players getting into Hurley's real era, his third and fourth season at UConn, and it took them. They had that terrible January, but they still had it at the beginning of that season. Like you saw something. We knew they had a sophomore leap coming from Jordan Hawkins, and Andre was such a leader on that team. I don't know. They don't have a dynamic guy like that right now. They were hoping to
but
get.
But also, don't forget, like in January of that year when they went 2-6, like
panic meters at a 10.
Hurley thought he was getting fired.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Like
I heard that. I literally heard that.
The world was ending.
Not only, yeah.
He dropped 6
he told his wife.
You know, like these 3 days in Maui stink, but like if we lose tonight, in the end, like we go to bed, let's have Thanksgiving, and then we just get back at it next week. Like
Saturday.
There's no rest for the weary. They play Saturday and then Tuesday.
This team is talented. Like they can,
no question. Yeah. There's something to work with here. Nope, it's not the end of the world. Yeah.
No burn for Abraham in Maui.
I think they're trying to honor out.
No burn for Abraham this whole tournament.
I think he's like on the back end of the tinkering. He's not going to be one of their top 8 guys. I think they know that. So they're trying
Tim,
to
let me ask you a question because you're a coach.
Constructive.
This is a great it's a great point that Tim brings up. Would you tinker with the lineup and say, all right, listen, we know that we don't have the dogs that we had before, but Isaiah Abraham is a guy that if he gets 5 fouls, who cares? Like, would you put him on somebody that is dominating one of the guards just to kind of give him a different look?
Probably not, because I feel like there's a reason they're not even giving him a shot. Like they're seeing stuff in practice that they can't put him in the game.
Yeah.
What I would do, I would tell Aiden Mahaney to get in the portal tomorrow. And Ahmad Noel would be my starting point guard, and Terrace Reed would be my starting center. Yeah, and I would bring Hassan Diarra off the bench because that's his role for the past 2 years. And I think
attaboy, solo soft rims, baby. Let's go.
I think he is. I think Ahmad Noel and Terrace Reed starting will bring this team to the next level.
I like Noel a lot.
I'm with you there.
Yeah, I like that. I like
my buddy. Do you guys think this is true? We're being paid back by Nick Timberlake choosing Kansas and getting Cam Spencer with the whole Aiden Mahaney, Kobe Bryant situation.
We got an addy out of it. I have a comment about Cam Spencer.
I do think Aiden Mahaney is going to be the first portal miss for them.
Yeah, I agree, and I like him. He's a good kid. He is. It's I have to be fair. Like I like him.
Are people watching this, or is this just us?
No, people are watching it. We got 30 people live, and then it'll be live.
Bunch of comments coming in
on tomorrow.
Because I have an inside. Yeah. I have a scoop on Mahaney. I don't want to say it on. I'll tell you guys.
Go ahead. No, dude. No, say it.
Save it. No, I know what it is.
I don't want to. I don't want to say it because it's very close to him.
Yeah, save it.
Message me about it another time, and we'll keep it internal.
Yeah. That's why I don't want to say it because it's someone I know.
I'll put it in the comments on this when we post this to YouTube. I'll put it in the comments from a burner. All right, down 5.
Did they give that to Dayton? Tyler? Did they give that ball to Dayton?
Yeah,
I gotta put my volume on. So I probably can't hear you.
Yeah, it was off Sampson.
Laying out of bounds, but a great block, getting back in transition. And as the guys go down, it goes off the foot. Look at Zach. I believe that's the same type of move he was using on the beach earlier.
Someone turn your TV down.
to get
Coop,
out
turn
of the
your
way
TV
of the
on, buddy.
basketball.
Yeah,
Appreciate
I
you,
got.
man.
Coops off the Bush lattes.
Fuck off.
All right, so I'm going to run down the ball
What's,
score right now. We've got a 60-55 game with 6:18 in play. Liam McNeely is 0 of 9, 0 points. Caravan, 17 points on 6 of 10, 4 or 5 from 3. Sampson, 8 points on 4 or 5 shooting. He has only 3 fouls tonight, blocking a steal, playing well. Solo Ball, 10 points on 4 of 10 shooting. DR, 10 points, 4 assists on 4 of 6 shooting. Jay Ross, 1 of 1 from 3. And Terrace has 7 and 5 in limited minutes. So, and 2 blocks. So, more big time efficiency from Terrace. 5 to go. We just got to win.
Yeah, I got to leave because I got to put my volume on. I will call in after the game.
All right, brother. Thanks for joining.
All right, brother. Sorry, I had to just check on my daughter, so the camera's off. 20 free throws to 8.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oof.
There we go, Jay Ross. All right, we're down 5 points with 6 to go.
This is a great point by Wayne.
Yes, it is.
Hard to argue.
Thanks for the contribution. Yeah, I mean, this is probably the best game Sanson's played in Maui. But the rebounding's just not there. I think.
Oh, wait. They called offensive goaltending on us?
Yeah, it looked like the Dayton guy pulled the rim down, right?
Yeah. What are we doing?
It looked like the Dayton guy grabbed that rim or the net.
Dude, guys, like this has been the worst officiated tournament I've ever seen in my entire life.
It's not been good.
You just can't poo-poo it. Like all these people like, oh, we don't have the physicality, we don't have all this other stuff. Like, how can you beat a team if you're constantly getting the whistle? Like, watch this.
Definitely the Dayton guy. Definitely the Dayton guy.
He grabbed it.
Is that our boy Burston?
Alex Caravan, but like,
is that our boy Burston, the comedian? We might have to get him in for some in the comments. Burston with comedy.
Oh yeah, Burston with comedy. Tyrone,
get him in. Yeah, that's offensive.
And not dirty. Caravan's trying to get a body on him and keep him from getting an offensive rebound. But once Aubrey left the ground, that's what makes it dangerous.
I'm gonna check on my daughter, guys. Here, camera off. Talk amongst yourself. Tyler, you're the show, man.
I gotta run the show.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, run it.
Yeah.
I don't even think Hurley's like mad anymore. He is, but
yeah, no,
he's just trying to get answers to figure out like where their head, these refs' heads are at. Like, what's your rationale on some of these plays? Like, you're just missing it. Like, you're not even close.
He looked very zen the first half, starting a little bit more fire.
I think he's just laughing at what's going on.
Yeah, he's got to accept that
he knows it's not going to. Yeah, it's not going to change. It's out of his control, and he hears the chatter. He doesn't want calls just to spite him.
Yeah, he's got to be in better control on the sideline. Like I do get his frustration, but
wait, so what just happened? Yeah, what did they call? They called a flagrant foul.
Yeah,
for a box out that the guy was going for the rim. Like I just like don't like. Fine, if you want to call a foul, just call a dead ball foul. And like, did they get 2 shots in the ball? Like I swear, man.
Yeah,
and people are giving me shit for saying that they're being targeted. I just don't see it any other way. Like there's just you just cannot sit here and tell me that this team is not being targeted for blatant bullshit calls. It's a foul, but it's not a flagrant foul.
It does. It has seemed like a unfortunate whistle.
What is he saying?
Tyler. I love that. Unfortunate whistle.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's just no way. There's just no way that Alex Caravan, that's a flagrant foul. I mean, come on, man. They're going to lose this game, guys. Like I have no confidence that this team, because you can't account for the fact that Dayton is shooting a high percentage. They're getting the better whistle.
That's what I'm talking about. Like Haas doesn't need to try to make the steal there.
Yeah, that's fucking stupid.
You don't need to do that. You see that constantly. Ross was doing it earlier when the ball came into the post.
They're pressing, guys. Like that's the bottom line. They're pressing to try to be intense and try to get to the ball quicker. Like all of it. It's just brutal.
Yeah, they're not playing. They're trying to get steals and blocks. They're not like playing.
And this is the crap that I hate. Is like, listen, I get it. There are some dumb fouls, but they're not all dumb fouls. Like,
no, I agree.
Some of it is actually.
Bad.
That one was.
Yeah, you have to at some point try to play basketball.
But the generalization, the generalization that this is all their fault. It's bad fouls. They're terrible. Blah blah blah. It's just like, come on, guys. Like, can we just like open our eyes a little bit? Have a little nuance. It's 24 free throws to 8. Like,
what's the tally on the 3 days? It's like 80 to 40 or something.
Oh, don't worry, we'll do it. I'm not gonna. This show is gonna be released obviously tomorrow and today, obviously.
Haas.
I'll do a show on Friday.
Gotta make that. Yeah, this not hitting open.
They're playing desperation. Oh, Jesus!
That's a foul. That's a reach. I mean,
yeah,
we gotta
down 9, plenty of time, but yeah, Haas is coming out now. I think who's going in here. I think Hurley just signaled for Haas to come out.
We fouled out, I think.
Yeah, we've got 9 fouls to their 4 this half. They're in the bonus they've been in the bonus for a few minutes now, so we got 5 to go in the bonus.
Can we talk about how
it's just getting choppy. It's super choppy.
We talk about this team has some of the best names in all of college basketball.
Enoch Cheeks, baby.
Enoch Cheeks.
Zed Key is my boy. I love that.
Hey, we got a foul call.
Wasn't. Dan, blow your whistle.
I do like how he handles his media. Like you ask him a question, he gives you the direct answer. He doesn't like sugarcoat anything.
Just not making shots, man.
That's the foul tally free throws wise. It's double.
45 to 92.
Oh.
So that's Jesus 45 to 92 on the foul tally. So they 2 times as many free throws for the other opposing teams, and they've lost 2 of those games by a combined 3 points, and they're down 12 now. So I mean, even if that's at 92 to 70 free throws, they win the first 2 games. But make no question, like they're getting beat in other areas of the game. But I think all the stoppages in play is just breaking up the game. They can't get into the flow on any like 3-4. They can't string together 3 or 4 possessions in a row.
You're not requiring the other team to work to get their shot. They're just getting to the free throw line.
Brutal. Yeah, by the way, that's fouls over 3 games, I think Tommy's saying.
Yep.
Double the fouls.
Yep.
Yeah.
2 to 1.
2 to 1.
Pete, we get it, man. We're thankful for back-to-back. There's not a show that's not.
Yeah, man. I get it.
Or people that
I
are
am thankful.
For this.
Of course, I'm thankful. I've watched every game for 15 years, but you're not going to. We watch all the games. We pour a lot of our time and effort into watching these games, breaking them down for you guys. So we're not going to invest ourselves in this team. Doesn't mean we're not thankful for the last 2 years.
Yeah, I'm thankful for Tyler hanging with us for.
Dude, I love it
right now.
It's Thanksgiving. Of course, I'm thankful. I'm thankful for you guys and all the fans tuning in. We appreciate you. We know it's late.
Yeah, Wayne. Guess what? Everyone else is taking advantage of these soft rims. All I know is this tequila is tasting really good, and regardless of what happens, I'm gonna sleep like a baby.
There you go.
That's the bottom line. What are you guys eating tomorrow while it's commercial?
I know the guy in that Tommy Bahama commercial. Nice guy.
Oh yeah. Tyler, what's your plan for Thanksgiving later this morning?
Oh yeah, later this morning. I'll go over to my girlfriend's place tomorrow. Her family lives here in Northern Virginia.
Cool.
Yeah, usually do it with my folks, my
all
family.
The trimmings, or is it like they do different stuff, ham or whatever? Like, what's the?
So this would be my first Thanksgiving at her place. They're Vietnamese, so I think it's gonna be a mixture of Vietnamese food and some traditional Thanksgiving. Yeah,
love it. What about you, Dan?
I enjoy having Thanksgiving at other people's places, so I can get like a little mixture of how they experience and cook.
Yeah.
Like I ate with a couple years back my good friend John Mazzarella, and he's obviously Italian, given the last name, and stuffed shells, just heavy, just awesome Italian cuisine. And I'm all Irish. My mom cooks a bland turkey with spuds, and we make the most of it and sing Kumbaya. But yeah, I love seeing what other families cook up.
So because I'm now the master of my own domain, and I don't have to worry about my parents cooking turkey or cousins or whatever. We will do a turkey, but we're also cooking a tenderloin because I need to have steak on Thanksgiving.
I'm not opposed to ham on Thanksgiving. I'm not opposed to ham.
It's not a ham. It's a beef tenderloin. It's like a
Chateaubriand. But I'm saying
Chateaubriand.
I'm not attached to having turkey on Thanksgiving. I'm fine to switch up the main
course.
Top 3 sides on Thanksgiving. Go.
I go my mom's stuffing with sausage that's in it, because they bring a sausage from Connecticut and they're here today. They'll do it today. My wife's green bean casserole is elite, and I'm a huge mashed potatoes and gravy guy. Sorry, I'm basic.
I think the better question is: do you keep all your food kind of in separate areas on the plate, or do you mix it all together? Yeah, it's the best.
I'm a KFC famous bowl guy.
Yeah, same here.
Just mash it all together.
Exactly. Yeah, it's the best way to eat it.
Just a beautiful meld, mess of food.
Yeah, listen, my guy Luke, do you want to come on the show? Because you're making some salient points here, and it's 2:30 in the morning, and I'm kind of hammered. I definitely think Terrace should be closing this game out. I don't think Sampson should be out there. I am with him.
Yeah, I'm confused by the Sampson distribution too. It seems like Reed needs to be a 25-minute guy if he can last that long.
I think.
Oh, that was nice.
Like the guys, and this is in no way trying to shit on Dan Hurley, but if you're Terrace Reed and you had the other game where you basically dominated, had 22 and 10, and you're not getting the minutes that you think that you deserve, like what are you thinking right now?
Yeah, I mean, I think
it's possible that they've already made the decision to start Terrace when they get home. They might just want to get.
That could be what it is. They don't want
to. They might be testing Sampson now, playing 25-30 minutes a game to see if he can not foul out, or just sustain the workload of a full game and see how he navigates that situation. Yeah, I mean, they're just getting run out baskets on UConn, down 16 now.
They're destroyed.
This game of the 3 has probably been called there's ticky-tack fouls, don't get me wrong, but they're just getting flat out beat tonight.
Oh no, they're getting beat. Like don't
they're getting their butts kicked.
And we're gonna clip this at some point because I think this is a fun episode. But like the idea that this is about the refs is not the case.
Nope.
It's not. They're getting destroyed. They're losing by 16 points to a team that is hungrier, quicker to the ball. They're getting out rebounded by, I think, by 20 points. Oh shit. Is Alex hurt?
No,
that's the last thing we need.
He hit his head, maybe. Hope he's not concussed or anything.
Well,
Seth, you're not wrong. There is nowhere to go but up from here. We're in the basement right now.
Yeah,
we got to get home. We got to build. Let's hope we can beat Maryland Eastern Shores. They only lost to Arkansas by like 80, so we should be able to figure that out. But
yeah, I definitely came into the season super cocky.
Shouts out to everybody that spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars flying to Hawaii to watch these
3 miserable games.
Larry and Benfield. I'm not making fun of them. It's great. I would do it. I would do it in a heartbeat.
You probably booked this trip 3 to 6 months ago. In the off season when morale's high, coming off 2 natties in a row, and to turn around and fly out there to watch this is tough. So, condolences to all the UConn faithful that bit the bullet and went out to Maui.
Yes,
I feel like we're on an episode of Lost in Hawaii right here.
It definitely feels like the Twilight Zone right now. I don't know what's happening.
Good Lord.
Yeah, I never met Big Larry, but I know Big Larry. He posts so much content on Twitter.
Oh yeah, he shaved. He's known for having a big beard. After the first loss, he shaved his beard into a porn stash, and then after the second one, he went bare baby face, and I don't recognize him anymore.
I think Jamar, Jalen's dad, was like, "You need to put some more facial hair on. Do you look like a pedophile?" So I'm just being honest.
Yeah, they're just chalking it up in 3.
You got some UConn fans walking down the stairs in the stands, leaving.
Yep.
I hope some of these people get one more day in the beautiful setting of Lahaina and Maui to enjoy themselves before flying home.
What just happened?
Somebody flew over the score table.
Yeah, just dove for the ball.
Oh, Bobby Mullen's getting taken down.
SID
of
yeah, there he is.
Getting taken out by Enoch Cheeks.
Yeah.
As if we needed any more insult to injury. Man, getting run out of the gym, down 16 with 2 to go to the Dayton Flyers.
Of the A10.
If I didn't know we were going to be ranked after the loss to Memphis. I didn't know we were going to be ranked after yesterday's loss. This is 3 in 3 days. We're going to go from 2. I don't even know if we're going to be ranked after this.
I don't think we will be.
That's going to be a tough one for the committee, the AP committee. They might, out of respect, keep us in the top 25 because these games are all close, but we're not helping ourselves with this blowout in the third game. We're going to have to work.
Yeah, I don't know. Colorado's a pretty bad loss.
Bad loss. And they got killed. Their 2 other games,
too.
they got smoked. So the optics there do not look good. That's an easy way to give us a chink in our armor with regard to the standings. But
just to show you guys what's happening in my house, we are going full baby feeding mode because as soon as this game is over, this stream is over too because your boy is putting this girl to sleep.
How many kids do you have?
We have 3 kids.
Oh wow.
Yep.
That's a future UConn Husky right there.
It is.
There you go.
She's
to Luke Wilson, I agree. I've had that comment as well. This team is not going to be shooting the ball as well as they did last year. I listened to a couple of the Twitter spaces that some of the other guys did, and some people mentioned like Cam Spencer had a slow start. Cam Spencer was shooting 48% through 4 games.
Yeah, I don't remember Cam.
He was a revelation from the second he stepped on the Stores campus. This team's not going to shoot the ball as well as last.
Yeah, I mean the thing about Cam too is like he was also a
generational psychopath.
Well, he's also a super senior.
He's a grown man.
He's 23, 24 years old.
Yeah,
and I think the bottom line is like guys. This team needs to figure it out and do different things because I don't think Samson needs to start. I think we need to get Jalen Stewart some more run because he looked good in this tournament for stretches, but it just doesn't feel like the team is cohesive enough. Like look at Samson's numbers: 12 points, 3 rebounds, 6 to 7. Great, but did you ever feel like he was a factor in this game?
He's not very imposing on the defensive end.
No.
Again, we only have 65 points and everything's hard on offense, but that's a byproduct of us not defending well. Like the presence on this is a skinny team. Like there's not a lot of girth out there in the UConn, player profiles. We're smaller, we're shorter, but these players, the stature of some of these guys, we're skinny team. Like these teams are getting their way against us on defense. We're not closing out well. So they've got a long way to go. Those are things that's just coaching stuff I think that they can get better at. But we'll see.
Enoch Cheeks putting it on us. We played like Cheeks tonight. How about that?
Yeah, this is a bummer. Real bummer.
To Dimitri in the comments, we can never get away from having big guards again. That's why next year's recruiting class is going to be really fun. If some of these guys on this team leave or go to the NBA, Alex is probably gone. Who else?
Guys could
But
be transferring.
We're gonna, Liam. We'll see what happens with Liam. He's
what was
probably
that?
it will if he's gonna be.
Liam's gonna go pro.
Yeah,
you don't
I think there's gonna be some talent that emerges throughout this
No, I don't
season.
think he stays.
No.
Who?
No, because I think you only get one opportunity to be a lottery pick, and right now he's projected as a lottery pick.
Yep.
And I think people are gonna project him higher than he probably should be because he is that type of player.
I think when you get let's just say Stewie, Isaiah Abraham, Jaden all come back next year. You have those guys solo ball. Those are going to be juniors with a lot of minutes played at UConn, and then you're going to get this stud, 4 stud 6'5", 6'6", 6'8" recruits coming in that are just top of their recruiting class. That team's going to be big. That team's going to be long for the next couple of years. And from what I've heard, those guys don't expect to be one and dones. Hurley said he doesn't expect them.
I'm excited about Riva.
Yeah, I mean, take it with a grain of salt. Hurley said those guys won't be here long, but you never know. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I think Braylon is a special talent, so he could be the outlier.
I really like Adams.
I love Darius Adams. I think he's also he is essentially of that class the most underrated of all of them. But Jacob Furphy is probably going to be the guy that we all are like, wow, that's the best passer, one. Because he's 6'5", 6'6", and he can play the 2, he can play the wing. All this stuff that he's talking about. Dan is going to lose his shit. Like he's already like crying right now. And I don't mean that to be like negative. He's just like, they're just playing like dog shit. Like, and like, there's just no other way to put it.
Yeah, Dimitri, you're absolutely right. There's not I think Jaden Ross and Isaiah Abraham have a similar athletic profile as Andre Jackson, but they're not leaders yet. Andre didn't become Andre until his junior year, and it took him half the season, and he still can't shoot in the NBA. But from a leadership standpoint, I don't know that this team has a guy like that right now that can lead in the huddle and with his play. That's just a special player. I don't know if they are going to find that in this team. So, but
to Jacob's point, that's a guy I brought up this offseason too. I don't know what you were on like or any of that stuff, but I liked Owe. I think he was a good player. Obviously transfer. He's at Kentucky now.
Yeah.
The biggest miss right now is the decision to not double down on Kobe Brea and getting Aiden in here, because from a size perspective, they may have liked Aiden had that kind of wiggle and being able to handle the ball and be able to do other things.
I think Kentucky backed up the Brinks truck for him too. I think UConn just got.
I don't think that mattered. I honestly don't think that mattered. I think it had to do with
I think Brea was just too much duplication of what they already had.
Right, but also I feel like too, like he's 6'6". I think the biggest thing that I have an issue with is if in hindsight, because I was all for Aiden, but in hindsight, if you go with Aiden, then you have other players that are backing him up. If you go with Kobe, then you have a guy that can be that 6'5", 6'6" big guard that can come off screens, and I just don't think they had that guy coming into this year. All right, guys, listen, I'm gonna go feed my daughter. I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Thanks, Mark.
I appreciate you both for hanging out with me the rest of this night, and anybody that jumped on. Tell your boy Coop he's welcome anytime.
Yep. We'll do this again, guys. Hopefully not at 2 in the morning, but happy Turkey Day. Thank you to everyone that logged in, is still commenting and stuck with us. We really appreciate you.
Absolutely.
All right, y'all.
All right.
Have a good one.
See you at the next one.